Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to the Artcast. I'm Indigo, and I am here to do some drawing tonight. I have one sketch card commission that I've been neglecting to do. I'm gonna finish that up tonight, and then I'm not sure what else. I see Mars is here with us again. Hello, Mars. Welcome back. Glad to see you again. Hope you had. I think I saw you. I think I saw that you were up streaming. Was it today or yesterday? So I hope you had a good stream. I'm arranging my screen. One of these days I will figure out how to set my screen up so that, actually, you know what? I don't need to see that part. I'm just gonna keep my dashboard open, or my stream manager window. One of these days I will figure this all out. Not today. So yeah, how have you been? I have not been streaming so much the last little while or so, but I've been checking out other people's streams from time to time, seeing what's going on out there. Glad to see everyone's still keeping busy, doing their drawing. Trying not to be nervous about drawing tonight, just because it has been a while for me. Like, I think my last stream was January, and honestly, I think that's probably about the last time that I've really drawn much of anything. Well, that's not true. I've done had a couple client projects recently that helped get me back on the old drawing wagon. But I haven't taken a lot of initiative when it's come to doing any drawing about anything for any reason. So, but I got this commission for a sketch card this week, and so I'm happily taking the opportunity to get back out here and do some more art streaming. So yeah, it's late. It's like almost 1 a.m. here. But I'm taking advantage of the fact that my sleep schedule has been garbage lately. I woke up today at 3 in the afternoon. So I had time to... That's not quite even. You know what? It's good enough for government work. Okay. Yeah, so my sleep schedule has been kind of a mess, but it gave me an opportunity today to get up and just kind of relax into doing my drawing, doing my client work this afternoon, this evening, really, and then and finishing up another client project that I needed to finish up, and then even had time to watch some TV already, and I've already had dinner, so I'm ready to just kind of chill out and spend the rest of the night drawing stuff, which is kind of a fun place to be. Haven't felt that comfort level in quite a while, but I'm glad I'm feeling it right now. I've got my midnight wine. I figure, I've been up for eight or 9 hours now, so I can have a cup of wine. Okay, so my commission tonight is Dino from the Flintstones. So that's a nice, simple, fun character to draw. Put his head about right there. Not sure what kind of expression I want him to have. I think just the big goofy grin. Let's see if I can find a good close-up of him. It's just, he's one of those characters, these Hanna-Barbera characters that have just such a distinct shape to them that it's hard to do it halfway. You really have to get it right. No, it actually doesn't go up at all there. What am I doing? Doink. hairs. Like with some characters, people ask me to draw them, and I feel like I have a little bit more leeway. Because it's like it's a character that's been in TV shows and comic books and movies, and you know, and each time looks a little bit different. So it's kind of like somebody asked me to do a Robin card some time ago, like Batman and Robin, but just Robin. And I was like, okay, but you know, which Robin do you want? There have been so many, and every time they do him, he looks different. And the person was really great about it. They're like, yeah, just do whichever one you like best. So I went with, I think it was animated series Robin, because I liked his super clean design. Oh, that neck is way too thick for a proper Dino neck. That's better. And I'm trying not to just draw everything in the original style. Oh, hey, am I going to do those glitter highway stickers? That is a good question. I have not really, like with so many projects lately, it has fallen off my radar for a little while now. I do still see the images every once in a while when I'm, doom scrolling through Instagram. And I do still want to do them. I don't know when, and I don't know which. I was actually, you know what? I need to order some stickers. I have another sticker design that I've been meaning to actually get off the ground and get ordered. I should order at least one of the highway glitter stickers at the same time. I think that would be a really good idea, actually. I'm going to make these arms just a little bit thinner, so I can see more of the spots on his back. Oh, his tail always has this little fold in it. There we go. There's a super simple Dino. But yeah, thanks for reminding me. I actually, do I have an online store? I do. Let me put oops. Somehow I switched windows. It is my Etsy store. Oh, because I'm doing Command instead of Shift. That would do it. I think I have an Etsy store link in here. Oh no, it looks like my Etsy command is not working. If you look down below my channel down there, there should be a link to the Etsy store. Oh, actually, hang on. Let me just pull this forward and type it in there. Let's see. And of course, like most things, I cannot remember the link to my own store, so I have to go to my website, find the link on the website, go there, make sure it actually is the right link. There we go. And let's see if my bots will... Yeah, there we go. I'm going to go ahead and add that. Stream elements, add command. I don't remember how to do that. Change to title. No. How to add or remove custom commands. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. Command, Etsy, and then the link, and we'll see if that adds the command. Come on. My Stream Elements bot is slacking tonight. Does not seem to be working at all. So, okay then. I guess we'll just have to see what happens. I'll just have to go in and do it manually at some point. Yeah, it's the only downside to pulling my computer down, is that then I have to re-angle my monitor when I put it back on the stand, but all good. It's all good. So let me see. I'm trying to remember, because it's been so long since I've done one of these. Which pens do I want to use for this? And in that vein, are my drawing pens even working today? Because I have not used them in literal months. Oh, nice. Sweetness. Okay, that my 0 is working. And my 2 is not working. That's a bummer. That one's clogged up. It's just clogged up, dried out. My 1 is white ink, so there's no point in trying that one. Oh, my 00. 000 seems to be working. It's thinking about it. It's trying really hard. Here we go. Well, it's resisting. It's struggling. It's saying no thank you. It's saying no thank you. But I have a 01 and a 03. I will use those today. And a 08 maybe? Yeah, and a 08. Alright, I will use those today to do all my sketch carding. And that's good. It's archival ink, so that's probably better anyway. So I gotta figure out which of these is going to be the best color for Dino. Jesus, I think that's right off the bat. I think that's the perfect color for Dino. So I'm going to go ahead and ink the outlines here. I don't have a lot on my online store right now. I have one sticker, I have a couple enamel pins. I've been thinking about doing more pins, but I haven't come up with a good design for those yet. That's one of the things I was thinking about with those, with the Glitter on the Highway set, was maybe doing those as pins. But I think I agree that stickers is the better way to go. I'm going to be right back. I need to grab a paper towel. Okay. Yeah, it's silly. I forget this time of year, as it's getting warmer out, that I have a tendency to sweat all over the place, especially when I'm drawing. It's sweating on my drawing paper. And that's not fun for anybody, I tell you. Yeah, if the stickers do good, making the more popular ones into pins, yeah, I think that's probably going to be the better way to go. Because yeah, the stickers are really cheap to make. I mean, well, They're not dirt cheap to make, but they're a hell of a lot cheaper than pins. So I think using those as a proof of concept and do some test marketing with them would definitely be the smart move. Of course, I have not often been known for making the smart move. And I am going to leave all other details until after I have actually inked this. Or, inked. It is inked until after I have colored this. No, that's too pink. Dino is more of a... There we go. So there we go. There's Dino basic inks done. These sketch cards always go so quick, and I always feel so bad for taking so long to get around to doing them. But we're all dealing with our own stuff in our own ways and at our own time. And true greatness cannot be rushed. I don't think anybody in their right mind would describe a Flintstones Dino sketch card as greatness. But you know what? I'll take it where I can get it. Oh, you know, I think actually that first pink I had is going to be the better color for his tongue. Yep. All right. Go ahead and erase the pencil lines so I can color this in. And the nice thing about Dino, man, he's just one color guy. Pin manufacturing is pretty costly. It is, but oh, it's so rewarding. I so much... I have a lot of love for enamel pins, personally, and so given the choice between making an enamel pin, between paying like 5 times as much to make enamel pins, or paying 1/5 as much and making stickers, man, I'm gonna go the enamel pin route every time. But honestly, yeah, for running a business, that's not a great that's not a great tactic. And actually, like, I don't know if you went and looked at my store already. One of the pins that I have up there is this cool bus pin design that I really, really love, and tried to do a Kickstarter for it, but the Kickstarter didn't successfully land. So I just decided to go ahead and print the pins anyway. And I have yet to sell a single one of them. So I should have done what I'm going to be doing with the Glitter on the Highway and doing them as stickers first, and then see how well they do. And if people like them as stickers, then I could do them. Then I could consider doing them as pins later on. But as it is, now I just have a whole bunch of these pins that I feel like there's an audience for. I just haven't been able to find it yet. But, you know, I kind of feel like that generally about all the work that I do. I feel like I know I'm generally making stuff just for myself. Like, that's always my first criteria, is I should enjoy it, I should like it what I'm doing before I worry about anybody else liking it. But, you know, it's still nice to find an audience. I'm glad I've found a nice little audience here on Twitch, and I am definitely looking forward to coming around more, being here and streaming more often than I have been lately. Part of that, though, is getting more comfortable with just drawing, because again, you know, I haven't really drawn much other than contracting work. The glow-in-the-dark pins? No, the glow-in-the-dark pins, those were the Galaxy pins. No, there's a cool bus pin on there too. Yeah, I tend to order things I would buy, but it's probably better to see what other people would buy. Yeah, honestly, I'm not selling to myself. So, like, as far as drawing goes, I can draw stuff for myself all day and have fun with it and do that here on the stream. I think that'd be a great idea that I should honestly pursue. But when it comes to making product in the hopes of selling it, then I got to be a lot more careful and pay attention to what other people want and not just my own self. Maybe that's the right pink. Boy, that's a tough. This pink is going to be a tough one. I'm going to hold off on that for a second and just finish coloring the rest of Dino. Because it needs to be, the pink has to be darker than this peach color that I'm using. It has to be more pink, more red, more pink than the peach color that I'm using. What am I doing? Coming around this way. Okay. Oh, and his toenails are also purple, so I'm going to do those too. And then his collar is blue. Yeah, that pink is just not, it's not pink enough, right? Which one was this? No, I don't think so. This might be it. That's the one I'm looking for. Yeah, that's the one. So I might end up having to break out my magnifying lamp today to do part of this. I'm not sure, again, and I bought this magnifying lamp, this really great magnifying lamp with, you know, this fluorescent bulb, and it's really bright and actually does magnify really well what I'm working on. But again, I haven't been drawing much, so I haven't used it at all since I bought it. I bought it, I mounted it on my desk, and I tested it out, and I was impressed with how well it worked. And then I haven't drawn anything since January, so... Yeah, I guess when I say that I've been drawing stuff, I've been drawing on my computer. I've been doing digital work for clients, but I haven't done any just drawing. All right, Dino almost all colored, except for his toenails. And I'm finding I can feel myself having a hard time seeing what I'm doing, even from here. So, probably not going to worry about it because I'm almost done with this guy. But I think if I do another card, I'll probably, or if I do any other kind of drawing, really, I will probably want to break out the magnifying lamp. Give it a little bit of a workout tonight. Okay. Oh, actually, I was going to do another coat of the mulberry just to smooth out some of this body stuff down here. That's as good as that's going to get, I think. Ooh, I thought that was a sticker. You thought which one was the sticker? The glow in the dark? Yeah, you know that galaxy. I did the pins first, and then I did the stickers recently because I'm starting to get low on inventory on the pins, and I'm not anxious to redo them. So I thought, you know, well, if I've got a pin in my inventory too, then people can buy that instead of, or if I had a sticker, I mean, then I could sell those instead. Oh, that does not look right. I tried leaving a little glint in Dino's eye, and it just rubbed me the wrong way. But that's easy enough to get rid of. I don't think he had any spots on his tail. You know, yeah, no, all the pictures that I looked at, I thought that was a sticker. Oh, yeah, anyway, so yeah, so there are both. For the Galaxy design, there are stickers and pins. The Cool Bus, the glittery pins, that's just a pin. There's no stickers of those yet. One of my goals this year, though, is to start doing more small art prints, different projects. I'm not sure exactly what form those are going to take yet, but I want to do stuff that's like postcard sized. So it's just nice and compact, easy to stow, easy to store, easy to get made. I'd love to do just like a set of postcards of, I don't know. I think that's the problem I'm having right now, is I don't know what I want to draw. Or it's at least one of the problems I'm having. One of several problems that I'm struggling with right now is just simply not knowing what it is that I really want to draw. Like, because I've sat down more than a few times in the last couple months thinking, boy, I should really sit down and do an art stream right now. But I couldn't get past the question of, okay, but what am I going to draw? Coming along nicely also, I might knock out soon a little King Beer stream on. Oh, that would be cool. Thanks. I mean, not cool for you to go, that's, you know, selfish and all that, but I appreciate you, helping me get my numbers up. Yeah, that was actually one thing that I that I kind of freaked out about the other day when I was checking back in on Twitch for the first time in a few months. It's like, oh, if I'm really serious about trying to get to this affiliate level, then I need to stream more than 2 hours every 3 months. I guess that's something they look at, which I didn't realize. But that's okay. That's okay. It's nothing I can't make up for. Oh, you know, one thing I've been thinking about doing, an idea that I had the other day, is to try to do a 24-hour mini-comic. Like, not to do a full 24-page mini-comic in 24 hours, but just to do a 24-hour, like to do an 8-page mini-comic in 24 hours. I'm just not sure that I could actually pull off 24 pages in 24 hours. I could probably write and rough in a comic in 24 hours, but I'd want to go back in afterwards and do detail and shading and all that other good dumb stuff that I like to do in my drawings. All right, Dino, coming along nicely. That looks right. That totally looks like Dino to me, I tell you. Okay, and I decided earlier today I'm just gonna do a very basic, standard Flintstones background. Yeah, I don't know if you're familiar with the 24-hour comic challenge. I've done one once before, and it's pretty tough. It's really kind of grueling, honestly. And I tend not to think in terms of 24-page long comics. So the challenge, if you don't know what it is, it's the challenge is to write and draw a 24-page comic book in 24 hours. And, you know, that can mean whatever you want it to mean as far as, you know, a 24-page comic. A couple times that I've done it, I didn't try to draw a 24-page continuous comic. I just drew, like, I spent 24 hours just focusing on finishing a couple pages of the comic that I was working on. And that just felt really nice to be able to just devote some very focused time to working on it. But the one time that I did actually do it, it was, I took some shortcuts, which is totally cool. You're totally allowed to do this. Where I didn't do any lettering. It was a silent comic, a wordless comic. And then I drew all the pages at actual size. Because normally, you know, comic book pages are drawn like 2 to 3 times the size that they're going to be printed at. And that's just kind of the standard. And it's a good way to hide a lot of flaws in the artwork and smooth out, you know, rough spots just by reproducing and reducing the images. So I decided to do this actual size. Decided, okay, well, the flaws are just going to be part of the process. That's cool. And so, you know, I had 24 pages to draw, but there were 24 fairly small pages. This is not working as well as I would like. It's just not a very smooth pen today. There we go. That's a little better. Yeah, it's much better. But, you know, I tend to be more of a mini-comic guy where, you know, your stories are 8 pages long. Well, okay, let me take that back. I'm either a mini-comic guy where the stories are only 8 pages long, or I'm a stupid epic guy where the stories are 6,000 pages long. Is this the right gray? No, that's a French gray. Oh no, I don't have another gray that color. No! Okay, well, I'm gonna err on the side of warm gray. Go with that instead. Oh, that's too gray. That's too dark. Yeah, this is what I get. Okay, so I'm gonna go diagonal that way. So I was starting to say that at one point I had the idea to do an 8-hour mini comic, like write and draw a full 8-page mini comic in 8 hours. So that's pretty equivalent, really, if you get down to it. But I just honestly just never really got around to doing it. It's getting too dark. 60? Yeah, that's pretty good. But I thought it might be a fun thing to do on stream, to do like a full 24-hour... I don't know if I could do a 24-hour stream, but like that would be the plan, right? Do just a single marathon stream to get a new mini comic in my shop. All right, Dino. I kind of feel bad for how simple it is, but I mean, it's Dino. It's like, I don't know what else. What else do you do with Dino? I'm not trying not to overwork this background, because that's the easiest way to kill a drawing. Yeah. Alright, that is done. I just gotta sign it still. Alright, Dino is finished. So cool, yay. Sketchcard done. I can knock that off my checklist finally. It's been bugging me for several days now. And now I don't know what I want to draw. I might just call it a night, in all honesty. Because yeah, as it always comes down to, I don't know what else I want to draw right now. I've got a few ideas of things, but I need to sketch those out a little better. I guess I could sketch stuff for a while. I can do that. I can sketch stuff out for a while. Okay. So one of the things going on in my life, sort of, not yet. I mean, I've been thinking about it a lot and I've been planning it a lot, so I feel like it's going on in my life, even though I'm not actually doing anything with it yet. But I'm planning on building a house bus at some point in the next, starting in the next 6 to 9 months, I think, is the plan. You know, part of that is having an online presence for it to, you know, promote what I'm working on, so people can follow along and watch me through the build process and whatnot. And I just recently changed the name that I wanted to build, or the name of the bus that I wanted to build, because that's one of the things you got to do when you're building a house bus. You got to come up with a name for it. And I had been going using Broke Down Palace, which was a Grateful Dead song, which I like a lot. And I just thought, you know, I feel like that's appropriate for a vehicle. It's maybe not a happy vehicle name, broke down palace. But, you know, it's in line with kind of where I feel like I'm at in my life right now. But recently decided to take a more optimistic look at it and rename the bus. And so I renamed it the Cosmic Cruiser, and I've been thinking about it like that lately, and I've been really digging it. But I need a new... I'm still using the old Broke Down Palace logo and design and everything. And so now I've got this new name, I want to come up with new branding. New branding for my bus. It's the silliest thing, but, you know, it's this modern age where everybody, you know, you are your brand. And especially if you are an artist, you know, there's no such thing as artists anymore. There's content creators, and that's just the reality of the world we live in right now. And, you know, there's nothing wrong with it. It's taking some getting used to for me. But yeah, so I've been thinking about what I want to do as a different kind of logo, and I think what I've landed on is something that I'm actually going to be able to use for other things too, which is to do this cosmic chaos piece of a giant spiral arm, spiral galaxy. Do it all up in, you know, really great fluorescent rainbow colors, and then overlay. Let me get my other pen out so it's a little easier to see. And then to overlay a giant peace sign right over the middle of it, and it would be my flag of universal peace, which I feel like is a good goal for any society. It's a way that I would want to live, that's for sure. The peace sign would be white, though. It's black here because it shows up easier. But so yeah, it'd basically be like that. It'd be centered, but then I would probably make a flag of it to have over my bus when I'm parked someplace, and like I'd use this as my avatar, and I would make new stickers with this. That's a good point, actually. In my head this morning, I was thinking about just doing these as one integrated image with the peace sign just knocked out of the galaxy. But I was going to do stickers for my bus, too, which would have a logo, like it would just say My Cosmic Cruiser on it, on the same background, and that would interfere with the peace sign, or the peace sign would interfere with that. So I need to keep that as a separate element, so I don't mess that up. But that is something I have been thinking about drawing for a while. I think that's probably going to be the next big thing on my list of stuff I want to draw. I'm just peeling tape off of this now. It's had a moment to dry, so I'm going to peel the tape off and get it into its plastic sleeve. You gotta remember to scan it in the morning, but I'm gonna otherwise get it ready to ship out to its new owner tomorrow. Wrong side. And a plastic hard case. There we go. So that's what's going out in the mail tomorrow. So that's pretty cool. Now I can set it aside and not worry about it getting spilled on or anything tonight while I'm doodling. But this sketch shows me that I need more work drawing galaxies, because I don't want it to be just a round galaxy like that was. I don't want it to look like a tie-dye poster. I want it to be at more of an angle, like that, across the flag. And I want the galaxy to be at a lower angle. With probably not with a black hole spitting stuff out of the center of it, but you know, definitely more like a plate or a turntable, a record laying on a turntable. Ooh, and then I got to think about what would be the easiest way to do it, because like the galaxy that I did for the tiny glowing galaxy pins, I actually drew the white parts because I knew that was going to be the raised metal. So I drew the white parts. I drew the lighter parts in black ink. Basically, I drew an inverted image of the whole thing, and so yeah. So then I inverted it and colored in the negative areas, the negative space, or I let that be the raised metal, and so that took on the rainbow finish of the final thing, and then I filled in the gaps with black paint, and that worked out really well, and I think I could probably pull that off here too. So that would be nice. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to end up doing here with this. But let the center be super bright. And then also, how many arms do I want to do? Do I want to get ambitious? I usually just do 4, because I feel like that's the easiest way to divide the galaxy up. But if I want to get ambitious, I could go for 6 or 8 arms. I mean, everything's gonna make it more difficult to draw, so I got to keep that in mind. And I definitely like having them kind of splitting and merging into different groups. You know, so it doesn't have to be 4 distinct arms. They can blend together in some places, in some ways, and coalesce and split out again. And then probably just fade to black in the background. And maybe down here too. Yeah. So with the sketches like this, I'm just trying to figure out kind of like what areas I'm gonna black out, you know, where things are gonna lie in the final design. So I have an idea of the layout as I'm working on it. And I don't necessarily hold myself to that. You know, I try to allow myself the freedom to make different decisions while I'm actually drawing the piece. But it helps to be able to look back at something and say, oh yeah, that's how I was doing it. If I'm working on something and it's just not working right in the moment, I can go back to the original sketch and be like, okay, I can see that has changed, and I think I like it better the other way. Boy, you know, I kind of want to say that since I don't think I have any work to do tomorrow, I'm kind of thinking about ending my stream right now with this sketch on my desk, leaving it here to remind myself that tomorrow I'm going to get up and I'm going to do another stream tomorrow where I'm going to sit down and I'm going to at least pencil this out full size at the size I'm going to draw it at. I'm going to clean out my pens, get those out to remind myself. Clean these suckers out, just these three. And then I will try to do like a 3 or 4 hour, like a regular day art stream tomorrow. That would be a really nice thing to do for myself, I think. So yeah, so I think I'm going to, let me see. I'm gonna thank everybody for coming by. Thank you, Mars, for hanging out and chatting with me for so long. Thank you everybody else who came by for a good lurk. I really appreciate it. Let me see. I'm gonna try to figure out if there's. I don't think there's anybody else streaming right now. So I think I'm just gonna call it a night. I'm gonna say thanks again for coming by, and if you liked what you saw, if you liked what I was working on, what I did tonight with my little Dino Sketchcard. Cannot see that because it's so bright. If you liked my Dino Sketchcard, just go ahead and follow the channel, and I will see you next time I'm on here drawing. All right. Well, have a good rest of your night, and I will see you later.